Hey, Tony Gaston here, popping in for another episode of Talks with Tony. Now I gotta be on time tonight because one of my mentees is got a little shot in the NBA, and so I got to go to the game tonight, and you need to be leaving here in an hour. So this ain't gonna be longer than an hour. Hopefully I'll be done in 45 minutes. Now we jumping right on in. Been in a relationship for 10 years. I have a good career. He is an entrepreneur, I guess. I am 48, he is 47. I have 4 children, all with my ex-husband of 16 years. My kids were 8, 10, 17, 19 when he was introduced. My youngest daughter never liked him, and he always said I allowed her to answer for me whenever he asked me questions. He never sat well with her up to this day. My daughter was never disrespectful, but she was never far from my side watching. As she got older and could voice her opinion, she stated he was no good, rude, disrespectful, ghetto, and something about him, and I could do so much better than that. And something about him, and I could do so much better than that. He wasn't bad, but although he never did any of that around my children, my daughter was spot on. He wasn't bad, but although he never did any of that around my children, my daughter was spot on. Oh, I ain't got do not disturb on my phone, so text popping up. My daughter was spot on. He has some issues, but it wasn't all bad. After about 3, he said, let's get married. I said, no, we're not ready for that. He had no legal money. His housing, government assistance is free because he has no income. So moving into a house with monthly bills would be all on me. I expressed, if you're not going to work, then you must start a ligament lifestyle, as he expressed he wanted. Nah, they'll learn what Yahooing is. Now this one, this say ligament. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's typo meant legitimate. Now if ligament lifestyle is something, I'm finna be all the way blown away. But I think she meant legitimate. This look like it's just typo for legitimate. You must start a legitimate lifestyle, as he expressed he wanted. After another 3 years, I said this isn't going nowhere and I want it over. Year 7, he gets a business license, jumps into the club scene. That didn't work as there was no thought put into it. Year 8, another business license to start something else that he doesn't want to take my advice on. He says, I don't know because I work for the white man. Y'all gotta forgive that. When these grown boys go to I cannot and go to, that thing be tickling me. Y'all gotta forgive me now, cause I don't normally like to. I'm not laughing at nobody's situation, but these boys be tickling me. Cause see, the thing is like I could hear the man in my head. You work for the white man. You don't know nothing about this, right? What I'm trying to do. Cause you know why? Cause you work for the white man. And so when she said that, that's what I hear in my head, and it's just like I'm a fly on the wall watching it. Whew, that thing took me. He goes for a loan, but he never filed taxes on the license. On license 1. So that too fails, and now both licenses are out of compliance. Y'all in a strict place, cause I be doing business and y'all be getting all kind of licenses. Where y'all at? Year 9, January 2nd. He and I get in an argument about me allowing him to move in, and I need to address my daughter cause he's not mad at her. I told him she doesn't like you. He tries to blame me for her not liking him and he starts yelling. I said, don't yell in here. He stated I was scared of my daughter. I said, you being disrespectful, and I left out the house to drive away from the house because my daughter, now 17, and son 19, got up. He got in his car also to drive off. I guess he tried to go back in the house. My daughter stopped him and told him he could leave because he doesn't live here. He got so mad at her and started yelling. She told him it's best he leave. My mother is not here and you are being too loud. Our neighborhood is predominantly white with the median income about 122K. He then called my 17-year-old a B. She spelled the cuss word all the way out now. B-I. Her brother knew of none of this because he was packing for his return to France the next day, where he studies science abroad at a private college. The police came and asked my kids, are they fine? Asked about his car description. Stopped him before he got on the highway to see if he was irate and to ensure they tell him he don't go back to my house. My son hate him too, because he feels he didn't protect his sister against what he never thought would happen. Of course, he denies saying he called my daughter that. Another year passed. He said I never denied that. And I said I need to apologize for being angry that day because he was wrong. And said I need to apologize for being angry that day because he was wrong. Lie. She put that in all caps with exclamation mark. I think they call that gaslighting. He is now asking, could I go into business with him? But since his name is trash with taxes, I needed to get everything in my name. Plus, since my credit good, I can guarantee the loan. I told him I don't want this business and I don't do this type of stuff with a boyfriend. These are things I do with my husband. This is a mess and there is so much to it, but of course he stated he tried to marry me, but I denied him. Whatever. He bashed marriage whenever he felt he had his stuff together financially. Now as of today, he is pressing me out to get married fast. But he wants me to go online to get the license, and he trying to move in my house because he thought my daughter was going away to college. He is saying, talk to her, please, because I am ready to start our life and the house don't need to be divided. Ha ha ha. I have entertained this mess and no one in my family knows him because this whole thing is weird. I know everyone on his side. My daughter say, listen to that dude, Tony. You are blocking your blessing. She said that not your child and he thinks you're his mom. He can't do nothing. It's been 10 years and he is the same except for the stuff you did for him. I need to get out of this because now that I actually have so much time and pretty much only have one in college, I have time to enjoy myself. Sorry for it being long. I want advice, but after actually writing this line by line, I am scared to hit send. Wow. # girl, get your life respectfully. I'm glad you felt that. I'm glad you felt that. Because that's what I was about to hit you with a hashtag. I'm going to write it down. Hi. Your question is being answered tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you. Now see, sister, this kind of stuff here. This kind of stuff here that'll make you charge for coaching. This kind of stuff here. Just, I ain't got the time. We ain't got the time. Ain't nobody or they mama got the time to be this right here, sister. Come on now. I am 48. The camera didn't freeze. The camera didn't freeze. That was me. Let me read that again. I am 48. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. If I learn how to spell nah, I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. Say, come on now. Because this here, come on now. Come on now. This is a shame. Come on now. I can't even fix no words for this. And then he 47. Now, if you would have said he 27, I'd have felt better. Even though y'all have been 21 years apart, I'd have felt better. But he old as Methuselah. You living out there with the white folks. 122K is the median income. You know, your kids grown. 19-year-old son, 17-year-old daughter. She was 10. No, it's been 10 years. She was 8. No, they 17 and 19. No, that's the first two. You say my kids were 8, 10, 17, 19 when he was introduced. But now these here 17, 19, but they must be a year and a half apart. Because this here say 8 and 10. And this 10 years later, this year 9. So yeah. Okay, 8 plus 9. Okay, it's year 9. I'm thinking that was year 10. So your oldest two, when this here popped off at the house, was 17 plus 9, 26, and 28. So they old. They grown. They probably just sitting there, just your oldest two, all your kids, since they just sit there in their room and just look at the mirror like this here. That's how your kids do. They look like they on Get Out. That movie Get Out. That's how your kids looking in the mirror every night. Wondering what in the world is wrong with their mama. I mean, they on, what's a lady wrote me the other day, she called that thing the threshing floor. Your kids on the threshing floor, face first, crying out to God. I don't even know if that's what the lady called it. Hard level surface on which grain is threshed with a flail. It must come from the Bible. Somebody was on the threshing floor crying out to the Lord. That's what your kids at. Yeah, on a hard surface which grain is threshed with a flail, crying out to the Lord. Lord, why is my mama dealing with this man? And now your kid finna be all gone. And you seen when you wrote this, okay, you got a fitness company. Oh, Lord. So you're working out your body, but not your mind. See, that's why I try to tell y'all. Sometimes it's the B's. It be the 3 B's. The brain, the brand, and the body. You got the body. You got the brand. You lacking the brains. See, it's always, typically, when I look at a situation, if one of the B's missing, you got to develop your mind. You got to stop coming on here, listen, and you listen to my videos enough that your daughter know my name. Your daughter said, listen to that man, Tony. Listen to that dude, Tony. You are blocking your blessing. Not only do she know my name, she know my quote. When I say you blocking your blessing, my oldest son thought I was calling him probably. She said, you blocking your blessing. That I be saying in my videos. And see, this right here, you know, I really can't waste my good quality words on this right here kind of foolishness right here, sister. So the reason why I just keep saying the same thing over and over, because you already know the answer. You already know the answer. I'd be a slap fool sit here to spell out line by line why this man is not your man. But now let me just bring a few things to your attention. For one, he didn't have nothing to do legal. It behooves me, bewilders me, why women who have everything going on good deal with a man who got an illegal lifestyle. So he in an illegal lifestyle. Do you tell him he need to live a legitimate lifestyle, legitimate lifestyle? So he get to his legitimate lifestyle, and now he going and getting business license. Don't know nothing about business. Going to get business license. You try to help him out because you got your business license doing your fitness business, and then he tell you work for the white man, and so now he up the creek without a paddle. Now he wants you to get a business loan. Now he want to move in with you. Now he want to marry you after 10 years. And see, this the thing. You twist his arm for marriage. Now you acting like you don't want marriage. But you told him, I don't do that with no boyfriend. I do it with my husband. You know good and well when you told him that he already was showing his fangs. He already had slop coming out his mouth. And you say he desperate. This my opportunity to get a ring. So let me tell him I only do this with a husband. And then as soon as you said that, next thing you know, he got the bright idea he want to get married. Now by now y'all might be married. You wrote this November 4th. So you need, if you done married that man, you need to be marching right down that courthouse. Because this is a disaster. And this how you know it's a disaster, and this how I know it's a disaster. When a woman turn a man down for marriage, nearly every woman in the world, I say nearly, not every woman, because y'all gonna have a woman who is on here watching relationship videos every day but swear she don't want marriage. And in the comment, not everybody wants to get married. Why are you on relationship videos then, ma'am? We not talking about shacking up. We not talking about living in a lifestyle of fornication the rest of your life. So why are you on these videos if you don't want to get married? Hush, you're lying. So listen, now nearly every woman want to get married. So if you as a woman have to tell a man that we are not right, that this is not a good fit, that we can't get married, and y'all have been talking together, talking and sleeping together for 3 whole years, that is a very, very, very telling sign. That is a very horrible, bad sign, because that is saying clearly 100% that this is a bomb. Because when a woman turned down marriage, when that's a lot of women was thinking about marriage and planning a wedding, like looking at dresses and doing stuff like that. A lot of women were doing that from a young age, talking about marriage. It's young ladies in kindergarten and first grade. When my son was in kindergarten, some of the little girls was talking about marriage. And now my son in first grade, my youngest boy, and some of the little girls talk about marriage. Do you realize, like, it's women that have been doing that since they could walk and talk, talking about, I'm gonna get married one day. I want my husband to be nice like Johnny. And so now, here you are 3 years in, which that's the deadline of dating somebody without getting married. He asked you to marry him because he was a bum then and he's still a bum today. You turn him down because you know he's a bum. And so now, and when I say bum, I mean a person who is choosing to be terrible. I'm not talking about a homeless person who hit hard times and have to live outside because of their situation. I'm talking about somebody who is choosing, who got all the space and opportunity in the world, and they choosing to be sorry. And so now 3 years, he asked you, let's get married. You said, no, we're not ready for that. How you not ready for marriage after 3 years? If you ain't married if you're not ready for marriage after 3 years, you need to go on about your business. And then you said, I express if you're not gonna work, then you must start a legitimate lifestyle, as he expressed he wanted. Another 3 years. And see, you just eating up these years in this email like it's just a day. Like the 3 years is 3 days. No, sister, you wasted a whole 10 years of life. Now see your title to the email, 10-year relationship. Now mad rush for marriage instability. No, mad rush for some help is what he's trying to do. A mad rush for a place to lay his head. Because otherwise he finna be out there sleeping under the bridge. That's what he trying to do. And then had the nerve to come over there and spit in your daughter's face. Call your daughter a B. Call your daughter a B. Spit. Lady told me not to make that noise. That's why I made it. Just for you. Don't tell me what to do on the video. Nah. He come over there and spit in your daughter's face. And I'm not actually doing nothing. That's just I'm making a noise with my mouth. I'm not coughing up nothing. Okay, y'all understand that now? My God, that's because I got my little, acting class. I never went to acting class, right? And so now he come back over there, spit in your daughter's face. Call her B now. Listen, if you deal with this man, you spitting in your daughter's face. You spitting in your son's face. Now I'm gonna tell you now. Now your son was at that house. If the police were called, your son heard him out there yelling. Your son say he was packing for France. Yeah, he was packing for France. Listen, unless you live in a palatial mansion, which you don't, because the median income is $122. So if the median income is $122, then that means $244 the highest. And then that means, not necessarily highest, but so that means houses are in there around $300K, 300 to $750K. That ain't a house big enough. Now we ain't getting on the young man. Now I would have sat up there like I ain't hear nothing either. Packing them clothes for France. That man ain't trying to mess up his destiny, but he definitely heard him out there yelling. He definitely heard him. But listen, young man, 19-year-old don't want none of no 47-year-old out there screaming and hollering in, spitting in your daughter's face, calling her a B. I would have stayed up there too, because listen, if I go down there, I got to go down there with a tool. You hear me? I'm not finna go down there as 19 years old to fight no 47-year-old. No, but I got to lay down. Lay down. Got to lay down. I got to go down with some weaponry. I'm not going down there fist to fist with no 47-year-old man. He got 47 years worth of strength in his hands and arms. No. Now listen. So if you still dealing with this man, you spitting in your son and your daughter's face. Oh, you from the 202. So I think that's DC. That's exactly what this sounded like. So it's a DC activation here. Some in DC. Because all these business licenses, we don't have to be doing all that in Florida now. Certain things you do, yeah, you can get your business license. But no, we start our LLC and go to work. 202 area code, Washington, D.C. Okay, that's what I thought. And Washington, that's what it sounds like. 122K median income in the neighborhood. Live out there with the Caucasian. Mm-hmm. So you done did well for yourself. But see, this is what I don't understand. This is what I just do not be understanding. It's like, Lord, I'm not doing enough. Y'all, when I be reading letters like this, I'm like, Lord, I'm not doing enough. I'm like, Lord, that's why I need to be a billionaire so I could build a relationship university that'll be up there in DC, sit right next to Howard. Or I just buy one of the big buildings on Howard campus, and it is Relationship University. And we got all kind of classes in there, all kind of teachers in there. And while you taking your other classes, you right in there getting your love classes. Cause man, sister, how you 48 years old putting up with this here? Come on now. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you what. You need, the day when you see this here message, talk to your daughter. Talk to your daughter. Ask her what you ought to do about this here man. Because I know you still talking to him. Because if you ain't let go after 10 years of this bummery, I know ain't good and well you ain't left since you done wrote me November 4. What it is, December 4, January 4, February 4, March 4, April 4. So it's been 5 months. 5 months. About 11 days. You ain't left. 12 days. 5 months, 12 days. You ain't left. You ain't left. If you have left, if you have left him to the knowledge of your kids, you still answering his text message secretly. I know you ain't just flushed 10 years down the toilet like that before we got to this here email. But sister, this here email, every bit of stupid you need to feel. You need to feel every ounce of it. Now, in the midst of feeling that stupid, love yourself now. Love yourself now. It ain't the end of the world. But that hashtag girl get your life, that's exactly what you need to do. Because listen to me. This man here is a user. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You go forward with this relationship. This man is going to, if you let this man move in, within a year, this man going to be choking you out. Within a year. You're going to be seeing stars. Within a year. You're going to be to the point of passing out. And he also gonna put hands on your daughter if he don't try to force himself on her. This man here got a vendetta. That's why he want to move in with you, because he wants to further spit in your daughter's face, because he know if he could get you to let him move in, that is essentially you telling your kids that you don't care nothing about them and what they think and how they feel about you and your life. That's you spitting all the way in their face too. So his loogie hitting them in the eye, your loogie hitting them in the other eye. That's what they used to call it. Floogie or loogie, one of them. Just like that right there. I'm telling you like that. And I get it. I get it. I know what your kids feeling, because I got family members. For the longest, my sister was in toxic relationships. And my mama was dealing with bombs too. After her and my daddy got their divorce, my mom was dealing with bombs. And I'm like, y'all see what I do? So that's why I really can't get mad at y'all. Because to me, y'all strangers, you don't even know me like that. So I really can't get mad at you listening, because I've been talking on this stuff since 2007. And my sister and mama just stopped acting a fool last year, probably was last year. And so 2020 took them 13 years to stop acting a fool. And I've been talking on this stuff. And still tempted to act a fool now. So I really can't even be mad with y'all. But listen, anybody in here, I don't have the real energy to go in on this one. So anybody on here, just, leave the sister some loving and kind. In case I wasn't loving and kind enough, leave her some loving and kind advice in these comments. She won't listen to her own flesh and blood, so maybe she'll listen to strangers on the internet. Maybe sometimes a stranger tell you something and it hits you harder than your own flesh and blood. But me personally, I'm not finna be doing something that my own child, who I know love me, that I done sacrificed for her and him and them, that they love me. I'm not finna be doing something that they old enough and practically grown telling me don't do it. I'm gonna realize they see something I don't see. So since this right here is desperation, and you up there in that 122K medium income neighborhood, you need to be in coaching. You could afford coaching. You up here, you could afford enough. This man wants you to invest in a business, and your business doing good, you making good money. You need to be in coaching. mymentorlife. And for those y'all didn't know, yesterday I opened back up my sessions. I had them closed since last year, But I open back up my regular sessions on mymentorlife. Now I believe April is booked, but we coming to the end of April. But May still got a little availability. I really wouldn't recommend booking out further than that. But you can if you just know it's what you're talking about is evergreen or what have you in June. But going on there, mymentor.life, I open mine back up. If that's not in your budget, it's several other coaches on mymentor.life. So get on there, okay? Get on there. Please get on there. Because sister, you need to be talking to somebody once a week, because you need somebody to hold your hand through this process of healing and breaking this here bond, this toxic bond you got with him. And the thing about it is, you watching these videos, you got you terminology on here, you using terminology like gaslighting, that these people be coming up with all kind of terms, the terms and everything, and still dealing with the man. Come on now, sister. Come on now. Oh my goodness. Got to do better than that. Sister. Come on now. Well, y'all, I'm getting ready to go to the game. I'm just sad. I just cannot believe y'all be living like this, man. My goodness. I can't believe y'all be living like this. Who started YouTube? YouTube staff, y'all watching this, send it to the founder of YouTube. Tell them I need an investment. Just to do a relationship school around the country. Tell him, since he tech savvy, we could do virtual reality. We could do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to have to do something. This YouTube ain't enough. I'm going to have to do something. The YouTube ain't enough. I'm like, my goodness. What in the world? Come on now. Now, what I'm thinking about doing here soon is I'm thinking about putting me together an app that could have a chat room, that could have a community where instead of y'all just talking in the comments, y'all could talk in this here chat room. Y'all could uplift one another, have some of my coaches in there so that, somebody going through, you have coaches in there around the clock, different time zones, different area codes, to where you going through something, you just need some feedback. Have some coaches sowing some time in the messages and stuff like that right there. And just have some videos on demand. Have some little paid sessions in there, or paid messaging and stuff like that. Put together me some. Just to be, we're going to have to get all the way around the clock. We're going to have coaches all the way around the clock just to help people who just stuck in that rut and know they doing something stupid but just can't help themselves. But if they hear from somebody else, maybe it'll hit them upside the head the right way. But this here is sad. This here is just sad, man. I can't believe this. So I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, sister. And I'm disappointed in every one of y'all that's living like this here. The nothingness relationships, the dead end relationship. I'm disappointed in you. Too much life out there. And just like your daughter said, you blocking your blessing. I'm giving that to her now. I know I be saying that, but now it's hers. That's like your daughter said, not like what I said. Like your daughter said, you blocking your blessing. 10 years of your life. So you could have been married for the last 8 years to a real man. But you didn't let this bomb waste 10 years of your life. Come on now. Oh my goodness, we got to do better. I need a shirt to say, we got to do better. Need another shirt to say, come on now. This right here. Now, y'all listen, I got the new batch of shirts. I had 3 more to fulfill. Y'all that I had to fulfill, the last 3 that was gracious enough to wait on me, they on the way. Y'all forgive me. I got a new batch of shirts. I don't know if I'm releasing them because I'm just stressing about the headache of putting them in the packages and packing them up and all of that. Even though my wife helped me a lot last time, she really did everything, but it just stressed me just looking at it. And Jesse, I'm like, man, it's too much work. I don't want my wife working like this. And I had some offers of people to run the t-shirt business, but I'm a little leery on that right there, just cause you don't know people. There's just too much going on out here. I'm just not the type to just sweep it under the rug. Somebody mess up my name. That's how like all these people be out here, exposing these relationship coaches, and then they'll be exposing relationship coaches, and they'll throw my name in there and talking about they got some receipts, knowing they ain't got no receipts. Listen here, They finna be sued for defamation of character to every dime I got in the bank. They gonna be sleeping under a bridge out there with my name in their mouth, lying on me, talking about they got some receipts from somewhere. Man, listen, I don't play by my name. I don't play by my brand. So, because Lord knows I'm faithful to my wife. And everything I done over a decade ago. Anything I done cheated in the streets, shorted somebody on something out there when I was in them streets, out there doing whatever. Everything in a book. Everything that been talked about. I don't play with my brand. So that's why I ain't really let nobody run the t-shirts yet, because I'm serious about mine. I'm trying to do stuff the right way, integrity. And it's like, that's why these companies, they keep coming, Tony, we want to do this. I said, all right, put some money up. Y'all want to partner? Okay, buy in. You're not finna let me build my brand for 14 years and then you just come and partner and eat off of me. No, compensate me for the time I done spent building my name with integrity. If you want to come and try to eat off, no, come on now. What I look like, Boo Boo the fool? It be the the men out there in Palo Alto. Think you dumb because you're black in your country. But hey, God bless y'all. I got to get going. We'll be in touch. And I'm praying for y'all. I'm sad about this one right here. I'm praying for y'all though. I hope we get this thing right. I hope we get this together. We'll talk soon.